Hello, and welcome to RuPaul's Drag Race Rejudged, and today I will be doing a ranking of the cast of UK Season 5 based off their performances throughout the season. In 10th place with a score of 1.75 we have Miss Naomi Carter. We did not get to see too much of her this season. She was only in 4 episodes. However, from what we were able to see, she seems like a really kind person, and I feel like she might win the Miss Congeniality of the season. Not sure on that, but my money's on her. She just seems like a really fun person to be around. In terms of her challenge performances, she had a fine performance in the runway challenge, a weak performance in the girl groups challenge, and then bad performances in the design challenge and the comedy challenge that she was ultimately eliminated on. In 9th place with a score of 2.5 we have Alexis St Pete. I really don't have much to say about Alexis. She was in 2 episodes, she had a good performance in the runway challenge, then a bad performance in the design challenge. Alexis really didn't leave too much of a mark on me because I didn't really start getting invested in the season until episode 3 when she was already gone, but I feel like this is another queen who is definitely capable of a glow up that I feel we could see back. In 8th place, with a score of 2.56, we unfortunately have Licious. Dee did pretty well on the season. She had some great lip syncs. She was good in the design challenge, fine in the runway, girl groups, and comedy challenges, then just kinda gave 5 weak performances in a row in the Rusical, Snatch Game, Acting Challenge, Makeover, and Roast. I will say though that Dee's placement is definitely harmed by the fact that she was dragged along so far this season. I think she should have gone in the Makeover at the absolute latest. I really enjoyed her and she seems like a really entertaining person. It's just she kind of outstayed her welcome a bit. In 7th place with a score of 2.8, and it really hurts me to say this, we have Banksy. Banksy has such a unique perspective on drag. I think her promo look is incredibly underrated. In terms of her actual performance on the season, she was good in the design challenge and girl groups, she was fine in the runway challenge, she was weak in the comedy challenge, and then she was bad in the Rusical. While I personally would love to see her back, production clearly didn't really care for her this season, so I'm not sure if we will, although if she does, I would not complain. UK versus the World 3 is wide open. In 6th place, and god these are really starting to hurt, we have Cara with a score of 3. Cara did absolutely great in the first section of the season. She was my pick to win for most of the competition. She just radiated such winner energy. She had a great performance in the episode 1 runway challenge. She had a very good performance in the girl groups challenge. She then gave us 2 kinda middle of the road performances in the Rusical and Snatch Game. Side note, I think her Snatch Game is underrated. I know a lot of people put her as 3rd worst. I honestly might put her as 4th best. I think she was very underrated. And then she unfortunately had 3 weak performances in the design challenge, the comedy challenge, and then the acting challenge that ultimately sent her home. I know I will be saying this a lot this video, but that is a testament to how great this casting was. This is another queen who could and will absolutely slay All-Stars. It is very rare that a queen will radiate as much winner energy as Cara and then just never win, never come back, so I'm definitely sure she's coming back. Once again, International All-Stars seems great for her. A versus the World season would also be great. Really, any way that they could get her on, I think she could come back and I think she would devour. In 5th place, with a score of 3.33, we have Vicky Vivacious. Vicky had a pretty solid run on the season. She had a great performance in the runway challenge, 2 good performances in the design challenge and the Rusical, a fine performance in girl groups, and then 2 weak performances in comedy and the Snatch Game that she was eliminated in. Vicky I definitely feel like she could come back. Production definitely liked her more than certain queens, which we'll get to soon. While she was not my personal favorite on the season, I can definitely commend her on her drag. She is very talented and definitely deserved to make it as far as she did. We are now at the point in the competition where it is getting razor close. All of the top 4 are absolutely incredible queens, all of which have a legitimate shot at winning, or at least had. But in 4th place, we are going to have Tamara Thomas with a score of 3.44. Side note, it is a very strong cast if 4th place is 3.44. Tamara was honestly my favorite of the confessional queens this season. She did a great job. She was always very entertaining to see. That skill translates over to her challenge performances. She had 2 great performances in girl groups and Snatch Game. That Snatch Game might be a bit of a hotter take. She had 2 good performances in the design challenge and the comedy challenge. She had 3 fine performances in the runway challenge, the rusical, and the acting challenge. And then she had 2 weak performances in the makeover and roast. I will be entirely honest here, Tamara Thomas's verse in Don't Ick My Yum, that is what brought me into this season. I was always going to do videos on this season, and I was always going to watch it, but it wasn't until Tamara's performance in that girl groups challenge that I really started paying attention. I think Tamara's verse there is incredibly underrated, and it's still given a lot of praise. It is, in my opinion, the best verse that we have gotten since Bimini's. I am recording this before the finale airs. It is currently Tuesday. I do not know who is going to take this home. I think Tamara has an honestly really good shot at it. I'm scared this is going to age really badly, but I think Tamara has a solid shot along with Ginger and Michael. This is a very close finale, and I absolutely would not be surprised if Tamara wins this, even if she doesn't have the best track record in the end. In 3rd place, with a score of 3.67, we have my personal pick to win, Michael Maruli. I don't know how she does in the finale at this point, but I really hope it's well, and I really hope she takes it home. She is one of my favorite queens to come out of UK in a long time. She just has such a great personality. Also, I think her promo look is absolutely incredible. In terms of her challenge performances, she has 2 great performances in the episode 1 runway challenge and the makeover, 4 good performances in the roast, rusical, comedy challenge, and girl groups, 2 fine performances in the design challenge and snatch game, and then 1 week showing the entire season in the acting challenge. Mark my words, Michael Maruli, if she does not win, will come back for All Stars and will either slay or will be robbed. It is going to be one of the two. She is incredibly talented. I really want her to win, but I truly do not know how this is going to go down. My predictions for UK finales have been really, really bad. In 2nd place, we have Kate Butch with a score of 4.13. Kate Butch absolutely slayed this season. She has such good confessionals. She has such good themes behind her looks. I think her gray nighttime look is some of the funniest presentation we have ever gotten on the runway. Her challenge performances were also really, really solid. She had 4 great performances in the rusical, snatch game, girl groups, and acting challenges. She had 3 good performances in the runway, design, and comedy challenges. And then she had 1 bad performance all season, and that was the makeover. Speaking of the makeover, Kate Butch won that lip sync. Hands down, Kate Butch won. If one of them had to stay, it was gonna be Kate. I truly, truly do not know how Dee Dee won that lip sync. She didn't do a bad job. Both queens did good jobs here. That being said, Kate did a better job. She had a better track record. She was doing better in the competition. I truly believe the only reason she went home there was because she was going to slay the roast, and if she made it to the end, she would have too strong of a shot of winning over a production and fan favorite like Ginger, Michael, or Tamara. Rounding out our list with a score of 4.44, we have Ginger Johnson. Is it any surprise? Ginger slayed this season in a way that we have not seen, in my opinion, since Ben de la Creme. Every single challenge, week after week, Ginger Johnson brought it. She is such a strong competitor, I just have no words. She was great in the comedy challenge, Rusical, Snatch Game, acting challenge, and makeover. She was good in the roast, girl groups, and runway challenges. And then her one fine performance is in the design challenge. She never did badly. She absolutely deserves to win this season, so do Michael and Tamara, but if you are judging off track record, it is Ginger. I think she's going to win. As much as I want Michael to, I'm equally happy with any of the three winning. I love Ginger. I did not see her as a contender to win until like episode 4 or 5, but she really showed up towards the end of the season, and I think she did a great job. Hey, it's Drag Race Rejudged. Do you want gay shit? Well then check out the RuPaul's Drag Race Rejudged YouTube channel and hit subscribe.